everyone, welcome to a long overdue outdoor intrigue adventure. We're out here in the beautiful Mamores, just outside of Fort William, and we're heading out, well we've been heading out for a little bit already, but we're heading out for an overnighter. We're going to do 4 Munros, the Ring of Steall, and yeah, we haven't decided where we're going to camp yet. We're just taking it kind of easy, enjoying ourselves. The start of the route from where we parked the car was, oh, and Megan will attest to this, it was hella boggy. It was just churned up so badly, and we had 2 river crossings. The first one's got like a balancing wire, which is fine, it's not too bad, but then the second part, the water, there's been so much rain that the water was really flowing. So Megs was intent on trying to keep her feet dry, which, credit to her for trying, didn't work out as usual. So we got across, and now we're pulling up the first Munro here, which I think is An Gearanach, but I'm not sure, to be honest, I'll have to look. But that's us. We're going to bring you along, we're going to be camping out, we're going to be having some snacks, talking some nonsense, using some different gear as always, and yeah, getting wet probably. Welcome to Scotland. Munro 1 down, boom. This is the summit of An Gearanach, which is the complainer, I think. In Gaelic, the complainer, An Gearanach. Yep, decent pull up, pretty steep coming up. The worst bit was the boggy ground at the bottom towards sort of Glen Nevis. As you come up, it's quite a nice trail, so it's not too bad. No views as per the weather today. I don't think we're going to get an awful lot. Maybe open up tonight if we're lucky, but right now we're just in a big soggy cloud. So I think we're going to drop slightly out the wind, and we're going to eat our wraps, because we bought some nice wraps with fresh veg and stuff in there, and then we're going to continue on doing our route through. So that's the update for now. We're pretty soggy and slightly hungry. All good though. Smiles.
Munro number 2, we're on Stob Coire. Stob Coire?
I think so.
Corn of Chairn. The peak of the Coire of the Chairn.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Gaelic is getting better, gang. Yeah, so we had some lunch snacks up on An Gearanach. Forgotten the name of that one already.
Gearanach, I think.
No, it's not the one with the B, it's like Gearanach.
Gearanach. The complainer.
Yeah, the complainer. Coming off of that one was fun. It was like a little scramble, nothing too serious, but enough to make you feel alive.
You can kind of see the ridgeline in the background here. It's pretty cool.
And yeah, summit number 2. It really wasn't that hard getting up here. You don't drop down that far. You only come off like 150 metres to then go back up the same. It's just the scramble that makes it difficult. Or difficult, it's not a difficult scramble. But yeah, it's kind of started to open up a little bit. Not that you would imagine that from the wind-blown rain in my face.
Little spin around, but it has in general.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we're heading down over this way where you can't see.
Yeah, we're going pretty much straight behind onto the next one, which is Bodach.
Yeah, and then
the old man.
At the end, towards the end of the route, we'll have to find a good wild camp spot somewhere.
Somewhere around Sgurr. So yeah, onwards. The fight, getting wet hands into a glove.
Well, I was just gonna tell everyone at you, wringing out
my socks.
Just adding that little bit of extra dryness.
Oh, that's so much nicer.
Feels a bit better?
Oh my god.
Squeezed out the inner soles as well.
Oh, that's so nice. Wrung out my socks and the insoles and my shoes after crossing the river, and no longer have I got puddles coming up from the squidge in my new, although they do not look it in the slightest, my new hokers.
Which ones are they?
The Sky Kaha Gore-Tex.
Hoka, one,
not 1-1.
Right, off that way. just on the summit pull up Bodach, which would be Munro number 3 in the bag for the day. And we're not one of those ones where we crossed lots of water early on, and then obviously being up high fairly continuously on this route, on these ridge lines, we've not crossed much more water. So we've used most of what I had, well, all of what we had, and at some point we're going to need some more because obviously we're wild camping tonight as well. So we'll have that on our list of things, is if we come across water, grab some, and maybe before we camp think about stocking up on some as well. Water everywhere, and none that I can drink. But I'm sure we'll find some. Going smoothly so far. Cool in the wind, but nothing special. And what else? What else to tell you? All sorts of things. My brain's just not working. Probably give you a more full update. Tell you about some gear later on. Everyone likes a gear update.
How are you finding your new Hokers?
Yeah, they're not even new anymore. I've put over 100 miles in them. Quite a bit over 100. Actually, how many miles have I put in them? I went for a 10-mile run just the other day. I love them. I find Hokers to be unbelievably comfortable. It's obviously the thickness of the cushioning on the heels. I will do a full review on these. If you haven't seen it, I did a review of the Rocklite, the Innovate Rocklite 370s that I was using for nearly 400 miles. They're still just about hanging on. They've got holes all coming on the side, but I'll take them until they die. But yeah, I'll do a full-on review, similar thing. Once I've put in a few more miles on these, just want to see how longevity goes. I'm starting to get quite a lot of wear in the heels, but they're so comfy. Highly recommend them. Depends what you want. There's obviously lots of options. We can tell you about all these options. All right, onwards into the cloud. I come to you now from the summit of An Bodach, 1,032 meters up in the Scottish clouds. And clouds there are aplenty of. No summit views yet, guys, so yeah, nothing on that front. But it's been a really good hike so far. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. We're having a good time. Plenty of laughs. Yeah, we're dropping down off of here now and head in, and there's quite a loop before we come up on the 4th Munro in the set. Kind of going to see how it goes. Hopefully grab some water on the way. And then think about camping later on. Not sure what time to pitch yet. Probably not too late though. Get in bed early and sleep for like 12 hours probably on the mountain. Always sleep so well while camping. We're expecting a little bit of wind tonight, so could get up to sort of, I think around 30 mile an hour, probably not much more than that. Bought out the Southern Cross 2, so it's a 4-season tent. We've used it in 60 mile an hour wind, so plenty safe. A little bit of a heavy tent, but packs are pretty light, so my and Meg's packs both. Wet weight is about 7 kilograms. Rain's coming in a bit now, so we're probably going to get the camera away, I guess. But yeah, we'll hit you up with some more facts and interesting bits and stuff shortly.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Crystal clear. That's fresh mountain water. No water filter required on this. About 800 meters up in a fairly unused area, and it's running straight out of the summits. There's 2 summits up behind this little lochen, down into this lochen, and then flowing in there and out here the whole time.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's opening up. Got some beautiful scenery around us here. Kind of opened up for a minute, looking down towards Kinloch Leven over this way, and we've taken a little detour from our original track because we really needed to pick up some water. we're basically out of water, and being up high the whole day, as I was saying earlier on in the video, there's not been really any water to grab. So I saw a little lochen, and yeah, we dropped down a couple of 100 meters, and this is the lochen over here. It's absolutely incredible, just crystal clear water, as you'll see, and yeah, the water's coming straight out of the mountains on the side. So I was just taking water directly from the stream. You don't need to filter it out here. I mean, in the Highlands up high, I drink the water a lot of the time and never had a problem. It's a personal choice, but lower down, and if there's cattle around, then sometimes you've got to be more careful. But this is just stunning. The water's just flowing out so beautifully, right down steeply, just surrounded by mountain summits here. Kind of the clouds coming in a little bit, unfortunately. But we were having a look at the map, and we were thinking to maybe tag on Stob Ban instead of just doing the 4 we were going to do, because we've done 3 already. We've only got 1 left on our way out, up here somewhere. So we're thinking to maybe do Stob Ban, head back this way, camp for the night, and then, you know, maybe do the last Munro tomorrow morning on our way out. Figuring it out, the politics. It's not bad choices to have.
Munro number 4. So we took a little detour from the Ring of Steall route that we were doing, as we mentioned back at the lochen, and came up to Stob Ban. So we're going to turn this loop into a 5 Munro round, which is pretty good for a weekend, I think. So yeah, we're going to head back down probably to around where that little lochen was, and try and find somewhere down there to camp, set up tent and have some snacks, get ourselves warm and dry, and take these soaking wet hokers off of my feet, which would be really nice. And then we've got a really easy day tomorrow, just pinkle back up to Sgurr for the route out, which I don't think is very far, is it?
No.
No. Easy Munro for a Sunday. Easy Sunday.
Wonderful summit views on this one again.
As always.
Climb mountains, they said. The views will be great, they said. Oh dear. Can't see almost anything at all. There's the wet shoes. Gary the Garmin.
Gary.
Just in case. Insurance policy. Right, we're in. We're partially in the tent, well, one of us is. Megs is in the tent, we're all set up. After dropping down off of Stob Ban, down near the lochen, there really wasn't anywhere good to pitch the tent, and obviously we're going to need to come and pull up onto this ridgeline again on this side to do our last Munro tomorrow. We could have done it today. We could have really, you know, done the last Munro and gone all the way back down to the car, but it's so nice to be able to camp out again. I've missed, I'm sure all of you guys have too, missed wild camping so much during all of this crazy lockdown, etc. So it's awesome to be pitched up. We're 924 meters up here, so we climbed right up. We found a perfect size spot, I'll show you in a second, for the tent. As we were about to pitch up, absolutely the heavens opened and it pissed it down. We put the tent up in horrific rain, and the wind the wind went mad as well, doesn't it? It was just crazy. Yeah. But we got the tent up, we're in. Megs has got dry socks on, mats are getting inflated.
That's that weird buzzing now.
Yeah, one of those, it's just one of those lazy
little
punks. Little thermarest ones. Yeah, and then it's Sgurr Vein. Sgurr Vein is what we're kind of slightly below here. It's just further along. That'll be tomorrow morning. We'll be up, getting some coffee, porridge, and then hit the last one and then dropping down and out. But for tonight, I'll show you the setup. We're going to chill out, we're going to make some food, and we're hopefully going to sleep really well.
Yeah, we've got some wonderful snacks provided by Basecamp Foods that
yeah.
we'll give you a breakdown of once we've got them cooking.
Yeah, Basecamp Foods very kindly sent us some food. We actually buy food from them anyway. They're one of the biggest stockists of some of my favourite ones. real Termat is my, I think I've said this on videos before, real Termat meals.
And Blarblan.
Just try them, and Blarblan too, but real Termat is just a killer. The meals are so tasty, they're really good for dehydrated meals. Right, hand me the camera and I'll show them this
wonderful pitch that we have.
Yeah, it's a good little space. There's Meg's in there, getting everything set up, making home. There's my extremely wet shoes, plenty of water stocked up down at the little lochen. My pack, my waterproofs, which are all soaking. I'm not too bad, I'm relatively dry. I've got my Gore-Tex socks on, although they're pretty wet. Here's our setup. Hopefully you can see. And it's pretty much a straight drop down here where we came from. There's only, sort of from the lochen, it's only a few hundred meters pull up. But we're 924 up here. Should be pretty windy tonight. There's a decent breeze blowing. You can see this big scree slope over here. So yeah, we're expecting some wind. It says that in the forecast it's going to clear up at 10 o'clock. Don't know if that's going to happen at this stage, but we'll see. Time to get snug. Oh yeah.
Benny's making our dinner snacks.
Yeah, the water's on. Summertime.
You can't see it.
Summertime in the Scottish Highlands. It's not too bad. I think it's getting cooler. It's going to get down to around 3 degrees air temperature. I think the feels like, because of the rain and the wind on the side of the mountain, 924 meters up where we are right now, let alone the summit even a bit further, it's like -4 or something tonight. And it is, end of July.
Summer in the Highlands. So,
Views
are, flag.
You can hear the rain. It's quite nice though, isn't it?
It's quite relaxing. And for dinner tonight we have red Thai curry, vegan, real Termat. We also have fire pot, dal and rice with spinach. So we're going to share those because we can't decide who's going to get what.
Yeah, we'll split them. My favourite are the real Termat ones.
Yeah.
So
delicious.
tasty.
These are very kindly provided to us by Base Camp Foods. They're an awesome British company that stock all of the really nice dehydrated meals.
Yeah, it was cool to have someone reach out that we actually buy stuff from anyway. Like, we don't do many sponsored things or anything like that. But yeah, one of the reasons to do it is because they actually are the people that we buy all of our... We've bought from for a few years now. Almost all of our dehydrated meals we buy from Base Camp Foods because they have the biggest selection by far.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that, it's actually true. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, it's even better than Amazon. Like, even on Amazon you can't get some of the Scandi ones that are like absolutely delicious. They've got them, they've got Blarbland.
Yeah, they've got a huge selection.
The LYO stuff.
And you
really
can
nice.
search by like vegetarian, because we're veggie. You can search by other things as well if you want. And there's quite a lot of reviews on there. I often review meals we eat as well, so you can kind of get an idea of what's good and not. Yeah, it's really good. It actually is really good. And reasonably priced too.
Yeah.
They've got a reward scheme as well, which I'm signed up to. So like when you shop,
we've had money off from them, haven't we? We've had like £5-10 off vouchers. It's really good. Yeah. Some good snacks. It's part of the Get Back Outdoors campaign after we've all been stuck in lockdown. So now we are getting back outdoors in true British weather. I'm going to only open this a very small way because the zip on the side of the tin is not great. Ooh. My phone got nice and wet there. Everything's gone blurry.
Welcome to a beautiful summer's morning in the Scottish mountains. We got pretty battered last night by wind and rain, on and off with the showers all night. We were fine, we were dry inside the tent, and even though the wind is hitting us, coming directly up and hitting us, don't worry, the tent didn't look like this the whole way. I've been taking the poles out, but we were fine, no issues. Actually, the tent was really stable. It didn't actually make very much noise in the night. I slept pretty well. We woke up this morning in the tent. We just made some coffee and some porridge, and now we're just getting everything's packed away. It's just the tent that's got to go down, so just got to finish getting the tent down. Obviously, it's pissing with rain. The showers are on and off, heavy and then lighter, and the wind is the thing that's really brutal. Obviously, it's yeah, spanking through. Comes in really fierce gusts as well. Makes it feel an awful lot colder than it is. I'm gonna get the tent down, get packed away, start heading to the next Munro, and then down and out. Full on. Coming along here.
We're up quite early. Summer breeze.
quite a lot of exposure here, it just drops away. Both sides, you got this thin ridge running along. Long sleeve top, down jacket, shell, gloves, and my fingers are freezing. Yeah, our gloves are wet through though, so
yeah,
really it doesn't help.
Fake down in.
I got my wrap fleece gloves on because I wasn't expecting it to be so cold.
Yeah.
Or wet necessarily.
Let's get. We are almost at the top of Sgurr main. Just kind of having a little water break.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm regretting putting my down jacket.
Just move back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm regretting putting my down jacket on, but it's very clammy in here. You wouldn't believe it, considering we're getting hammered by wind and rain, but quite sweaty.
Yeah.
Quite sweaty.
It's always hard when you're getting out in the morning, isn't it? Because you don't want to take the layers off. I took all mine off because I was like, no.
I knew that I would get hot, but I was just like, nah, I need it this morning. It's too cold, it's too wet. My feet are wet, my gloves are wet. I want something that's going to dry. So.
Up over 1,000, 1,054 now, I think. Yeah, the wind's really quite kind of like on those sort of arrests between some of the bits coming along, real exposure along those spines. The wind's just whipping through. Right, I'm going to stop filming. Awesome little trip though, absolutely loved it. Now I've just got to get back down to the car. Right. Mad though coming down here, isn't it? It's just all of this broken quartz everywhere.
When you look back up.
Yeah, it didn't feel that steep coming down. It's just all of this broken quartz everywhere. It's actually incredible. It's actually fairly nice to walk on. Well, I mean, compared to the rest of the route, it's really nice, really.
Yeah. Not that the rest of the route has been bad. It's not been like boggy
no, it's
or
very
muddy
different to
or
this,
grassy
though.
or slippy or wet. It's just
Well, some
narrow.
it's,
Some of it is grassy, slippy and wet, but
Yeah.
not all of it. And a
Yeah,
lot of it's got paths on it.
narrow and
it's just narrow and exposed.
bits of scrambling.
Yeah.
Whereas this is quite broad and open.
And there's no
Totally
mud
different.
underneath it, so it's just kind of...
It's quite nice to have this for the sort of the final descent if you go the way that we've gone.
Yeah.
It's quite cool. Go!
Go! Go!
Onwards.
We walk into the street.
Look at that waterfall. Oh, just a huge river running out the mountain. It's incredible. It's just right down rock, basically. See that absolute beast over there. So maybe that's the way we came up from, is down in here. I have to look at the map. Slightly, just I haven't looked for a bit. I was like disorientated coming down here.
Yeah, I think the waterfall comes off from here.
Yeah.
The Steall waterfall, because that's where they join.
Yeah.
Right?
You can kind of see a little bit of something almost. Still dropping down. Whoop whoop.
Very disorientating. We have finished our descent off of Sgurr. It was wet. The first bit was great. The latter half was very wet, very slippery, very muddy. I think we've got some slippery, muddy wetness to take us on the way out to the road, but it's not that far down to the path. Then we just follow the road all the way along back to the car. So yeah, we've had a great time. It's been brilliant. The lack of views and the fact that we are soaked through hasn't stopped the enjoyment, which is good. So yeah, we turned a 4 Munro round into a 5 Munro loop and had a great time doing it.
Home for pizza.
Home for pizza and chips and scrambled eggs and all the snacks.
Look how impressive this mountain is.
Oh, look at the colour of the ground.
It's really a cool one, isn't it?
Okay.
Look. Mr. Frog is hiding.
Oh, and in you go.
Away he goes. Just a quick sign off to say thank you everyone for watching. We always appreciate it. If you haven't already, then subscribe, leave us comments if you've got any questions or want us to know anything or do anything or challenge us on something like people love to do. It's all good. Check us out on Instagram. We have kind of been taking a bit of a hiatus from that, but we'll definitely be back at it as of now, pretty much. So that's @Outdoor Intrigue. And yeah, we'll see you out there. Take care.